Hello guys, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you ever pee when you lift or when you do double unders or when you jump? If that's you, then continue watching. This is not for people who don't have vaginas. Unfortunately, I don't know much about the male pelvic floor, but this is for people who have those issues whether they've had babies or not. Now the reason I'm making this video is because it's really important to talk about vaginas. If you can't deal with that, then there is a big problem. And the fact that people have this issue where they pee, and obviously it's an embarrassing issue, and we're not talking about it, that's really bad. And I think if this was a penis problem, we'd be running 5Ks for it. Let's face it. The reason I'm making this video and the reason that this is such an important topic for me is because I used to have those issues too. I've not had any babies. I would get to 29 double unders, that would be absolutely fine. As soon as I hit 30, I would pee. And it didn't matter if I'd already gone to the toilet. I would do that thing where you stood up, did a little shake, would go and pee again. It was like my body would just find pee. It also happened when I was going for really heavy squats or really heavy cleans. At the bottom of a clean, there was one time there was a class full of people. I was going for a 1 rep max clean and I projectile peed in front of the whole class. Obviously that's really embarrassing, so I sought out the help of a pelvic floor physio, because you get people that specialise in that, particularly for women who've had babies, or actually just women who have stress incontinence, or when they cough, sneeze, they pee a little bit. Maybe older ladies might suffer from that. However, this particular pelvic floor physio had never really experienced someone who was having this issue because of heavy lifting. It's just not really, I don't think enough girls who have this problem are actually going and seeking help or not talking about it. She hadn't dealt with it, and her solution, this physio, her solution for me was to give up weightlifting. Now, that's just not an option. And I think for a lot of girls, that's not an option for them either. So I did further research and I found this trick, this tip that really works and has completely solved my problem. I don't pee at all now when I do double unders, when I lift heavy, because I am bracing properly. Now, no disrespect to any coaches out there, male or female, but I just don't think that they're teaching their clients, their members, how to brace properly when they lift. What a lot of pelvic floor physios, or you'll be told online to do, is Kegels exercises. Now, if you don't know what a Kegel exercise is, it's when you lift your pelvic floor or when you squeeze your pelvic floor, almost like you're stopping yourself mid-pee. Now, I don't think for the majority of girls that lift really heavy, majority of really strong girls, a pelvic floor, a Kegels is good enough. We've got really strong pelvic floors because we've got strong abs. If you've got strong abs, then chances are you're gonna have a strong pelvic floor. I don't think a Kegels is good enough, so we need a supercharged pelvic floor exercise, and this is what you need to do. So this is kind of connected to yoga, and in yoga they call them the bandhas, but I actually didn't know that. There's 3 locks in your body. The first one is your glottal stop, second one is your diaphragm, last one is your pelvic floor. How you work your glottal stop is, imagine that you're breathing in and you're trying to like choke yourself. You go or you cough and you can feel it moving, or you say bottle like that. So that's how you get it to activate. Second one is your diaphragm. So you can really, so it's sort of this little space right here in between your ribs. There's a muscle there. So if you cough, you can feel that pushing out. And what you need to work on is pushing it out. Because what that does is creates a vacuum. So then if you pull your glottal stop, pull your diaphragm, and pull your pelvic floor in, it's like it sucks it all in. So I'll do that just now. You won't really be able to see that I'm doing it, but I'll do it now. That is a supercharged pelvic floor exercise right there. Try it, do it sets of 10 or 15, do it and hold it for 6 seconds, do it and hold it for 1 second really hard, okay? Try that. Also, just before you lift, that is the way to brace. That is the proper way to brace, and you'll find that you don't even need a lifting belt, because that keeps everything in your core and your trunk totally solid. So my advice for you is try that, really work on it. Your pelvic floor is a muscle that is just as important as all the other muscles in your body, particularly if you want longevity, if you want to as you get older not have any issues with peeing and things like that. Yeah, it's something that we need to talk about. Do not be afraid to discuss your vagina, because it's just totally weird that it's a taboo, because it's there and it's really important, and we really don't want to damage it, because if you're finding that you've got issues now and you don't address them, something really bad could happen in the form of a prolapse or yeah, something like that. So look after your fannies, ladies, look after them, love them, talk about them. Yeah, I hope this helps, and I hope you enjoyed and learned something from it. Bye!